The Bishop Sycamore Bozos are back at it again. I'm not going to explain too much and what's going on. If you don't know what has happened, go check out some of the previous videos. I'm not going to explain all that. I don't even think it's up for debate anymore. This is easily one of the biggest high school sports scandals we've ever seen. You know what? Hold on. Before I say anything else, Matt, roll the clip.
And boy, what you gonna do when I put my foot on? They calling, hold on. They calling, ESPN calling. Don't say nothing. Hello? Yeah, they coach from Bishop Sycamore. Yeah, did me. Who I got on the team? I got D1s on the team, bonafide. Don't you get it twisted. They names, what they name? Don't you worry about it. We gonna bring the show, you bring the cameras. How about that? She y'all gonna be there? Okay, we'll see you there then. We good. We got the game. We got the game.
In the video clip you just saw, that was basically Bishop Sycamore's head coach. If you want to be a dweeb and get all technical about it, no, that wasn't really him. However, that's how I assume they even got on the ESPN. The conversation probably went something like that. If this story couldn't have got even more bizarre, it just did. There is some new information being released, and you know we're going to dive deep into it. Dive deep into it. That sounded really sus and sounded really dramatic. I didn't mean to make it sound that way. Anyways, let's continue on. Per usual, if we are talking about football on this channel, you know it's going to be interesting stuff. And this has got to be one of the most insane things I've ever seen. So according to the sources, it has been officially announced that Bishop Sycamore has fired their head coach. Which is really ironic itself considering the fact that this school doesn't even exist. So how can someone get fired at a school that's not real? It would be the equivalent to you starting up your own clothing brand business that never took off, and out of nowhere you say, oh yeah, it got shut down by somebody else, when you was the only person working for that business. So I know what you're asking. I was wondering the same thing. Who fired this guy? Well, he was fired by their quote-unquote superintendent, and now this is where things get really funny and really fishy. Their superintendent also turns out to be their defensive line coach on the team. I gotta say that's a first. I've never heard of a superintendent of a school being a defensive coordinator, basically. Another way this makes no sense at all, and you want to dumb it down, the head coach got fired by an assistant coach, which isn't possible. That will never happen. To put it into a better perspective, it'd almost be like if Nick Saban, the head coach of Alabama, got fired by his offensive coordinator, who has less power than him. But hold on. If you didn't think that was good, listen to this. We talked about how a player got interviewed, and we talked all about this, but another player has came out and said, quote unquote, the food provided to them was worse than prison food. When you see that statement or hear that statement, you think, dang, their food must have been really bad. However, when I saw that statement, my first thought was, how does he know what prison food looks like? That means a player on their team went to prison. If you want to brush that off and say, maybe he was a picky eater, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I can't even fathom to believe what I'm about to say. That same player said Coach Roy was using Madden playbooks to design their plays. I'm sure some of you have played Madden before. This coach was literally, you know how on the main screen when it gives you the options to pick between 3 plays, that was their offense. I'm not going to sit up here in front though. Madden does have some good plays. I'm sure they was running 4 verticals almost every other series on offense. Come on now. I know you guys played that college football game or even in Madden. When it's 3rd and long, you're running 4 verts. Moving on, there's this infamous screenshot going around how the roster that was given to the ESPN broadcasters was questionable. I'll leave it at that. To me, it looks like a printout they did last second that has, 20 to 30 players on it? It's not even a full list, and there's not even a kicker or a punter. This list was so invalid that one of the ESPN broadcasters went down to the field to ask one of the coaches who a certain player was, and the coach on Bishop Sycamore said he had no idea. He's never even seen them before. When your own coach doesn't even know you're on the team or on the roster, that's a bad sign. I can't forget to throw in there to remind you guys once again, this was broadcasted to thousands and maybe even millions of people on ESPN live. It continues to get crazier though when we talk about the real game. During this game, number 54 for Bishop Sycamore got hurt, but here's the kicker. He wasn't even listed on the roster either. Pump the brakes, pump the brakes, pump the brakes right there. Before we go any farther, look at this screenshot on the screen. There's a lot of things wrong with it. This is the roster. But one thing that sticks out to me is, yeah, you got the names of the players and the position, but where's the numbers and there's no grade level? The announcers normally tell for college football if a player is a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. They couldn't even do that for this game. You know, ironically, when it comes to find out, though, most of these players, they already graduated, so maybe they did that on purpose. I'm going to throw this other video clip up on the screen because it really made me laugh. This is how I picture their coach talking about their players.
I'll just talk about the running backs. We got Aiden Dennis, dog. Dodie Devon, dog. Sir Hale, dog. He scored 5 touchdowns against Southside. RJ Hogue, dog. Sam Cale, I didn't even know he played running back, but he's a dog. Evan Linker, man. He's a linebacker in my eyes, but I guess he can run the ball. Dog. And then Quinn Roach, he plays baseball, but he gets after it. All SAC first-team baseball player right there, and now he's out here playing football. You know, how about that?
He's a dog.
Quinn Roach is a dog. Absolutely. I'll just talk about the running backs. We got Aiden Dennis.
I could perfectly see him sitting there saying, oh yeah, this player, he's a dog, he's a dog, he's a dog, calling them all dogs because in reality, he knows nothing about them. They never practiced. The only thing they did was show up to games. Every game they played, they lost. It wasn't even close. As the days continue to go on, you gotta realize this just happened. We continue to find out more insane and unbelievable information like this. At first, I wanted to say you can't blame the kids. When you come to find out, though, they're not kids, they're grown men. So some of this has to be on them. It's not just the coach. I don't want to drag on this video and tell you everything from top to bottom. You've heard many stories. There's many videos about this. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all this down below. If there's any more news, you already know we're going to talk about it on this channel. But with all that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the football content, kind of switching it up a little. Content, can't speak, man. Hope you guys enjoying the football content. Hope you guys are chasing your dreams, follow your dreams, do all that nice stuff. And as always, let's be great. Hit that subscribe button or you're a loser. I'm out, y'all. Peace.